Hi, this is Bill Kenower, author of Right Within Yourself, an author's companion, and I'd like to talk to you today about craft and confidence. There is a pretty common misperception amongst writers, particularly newer writers, that confidence comes with a mastery of craft. But in my experience, true confidence has very little, if anything, to do with craft. So take, for instance, this print of Van Gogh's Sunflowers behind me. There's no doubt that Van Gogh employed his considerable craft to create this image. But there are also forgers out there who also have at their disposal considerable craft and could sit down and render an almost exact replica of this. But the difference between the forgers and Van Gogh is that when the forger sat down to create their forgery, they already knew that the image was considered valuable by the art buying public. Van Gogh did not have that luxury, quite famously so. All he knew was that he wanted to create the image, that he felt within himself that it was valuable. That's all he could know, because it hadn't been created yet, had it? No, it hadn't. So he knew that, and from that knowledge, and with, again, much craft, was able to create this image. But without the confidence that the image was worth creating, it never would have been made. The same is true of you and your stories. Yes, you need craft to tell a story. You need to know what a story is. You need to know how to find characters. You need to know how to use powerful nouns and verbs and not rely on adjectives and adverbs. But unless you have confidence that the story you want to tell is worth telling, unless you have confidence that what you think is interesting, that what you think is funny, unless you have confidence in those things, you cannot tell the story. All the craft in the world will be useless to you. First, you have to believe that what you want to share with the world is worth sharing. Now, that's really why I wrote Right Within Yourself. It is not a book about craft. There are lots of books on craft. But I did feel that a writer can lose his or her confidence at any time. And as soon as a writer believes that what they want to say isn't worth saying and that no one will like it and it will never get published and nobody cares, as soon as you start believing that story, all the craft in the world is out the window. I don't care where you are in your writing journey. I don't care how many stories you've written or how many books you've published. You can learn to have confidence right now by believing in that feeling within you that the thing that came to you that seemed interesting was worth pursuing. And it is. It wouldn't have come to you if it wasn't at least worth investigating. Learn to trust that feeling within you that says this is interesting, that says this is funny, this is exciting, this is sexy, this is profound. Learn to really trust that, and then you will find the confidence you are looking for in all the craft you are perfecting. Thanks and good luck.